Common question that comes up when I'm working with sellers to get their homes listed for sale is, what's our expectation with showings? And I always sort of tongue in cheek say, well, your electric bill will go up while we have your home listed. That said, I mean, no one likes walking into a dark house. As a buyer's realtor as well, you walk into a dark house, you've never been in it, you're fumbling for light switches, you're trying to find stuff, in fact, you're trying to stay ahead of your buyers, your clients, so you can get all the switches on so that they can actually, view the home in its best light, pun intended, rather than kind of see it in the dark, right? And so I always say to my clients, if possible, if feasible, and it's way easier today with, Google smart switches and things like that to actually have the home lit up. The other thing is preferred that you're not there. I've gone into many houses. For buyer showings. And I've even, gone into open houses where the where the sellers are watching, Sunday afternoon football, and where, you go into a house and there's, oftentimes, multi-generational families living in the same house. There might be a family member home. It's just not the best, most congruent showing for your client because they can't really stand around. They kind of feel like they're getting looked at. So absolutely, expectation would be, in my opinion, lights on. The house is empty. You can have some music playing or not. One thing I will say though, as a third point, that is a super pet peeve of just about everybody I've ever worked with, is overpowering deodorizers in a house, or some type of scent that's blowing in the house. Absolute no-no. People automatically think that that you might be trying to cover up something like a musty smell or an animal smell, and that may be the case. But when you go into a house that's, they're burning crazy candles, and I'm personally not a scent guy. I don't wear cologne. I have not worn cologne in over 20 years. It's not my thing. I don't really, care for perfume on women either. I do wear deodorant. I will add that. I don't like that smell. But what I'm saying is that, when you get those really overpowering smells, it can really turn you off a house. And I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a house with a client. You open the door and it's this crazy overpowering potpourri or some type of scent smell, and Glade plug-in or whatever, and not even one Glade plug-in. There's like 3 or 4 through the house, right? And buyers literally will turn around and walk the other way. So yeah, if I could sum that up to 3 things, it would be lights on, home empty, and no scent in the house. Tell me in the comments if when you've been a buyer, what your pet peeve is.